plates. That looks incredible. Next up, someone who, like me, is far too young to remember anything from the 80s. It's the forever young Dame Karen Hardy. Welcome back, darling. Our second helping. We shall get straight on. Let's talk about Daniel Ozuko. Daniel and Christina. Now, Bruno, I was rather concerned because he said everything that Daniel does is starting to look a little bit the same. They got their lowest points that they've had so far, just 21 for their cha-cha. What did you think of it?
Well, he's consistently coming out with some great work, you know, but what I need now, he's got to become the master. I mean, looking at here, he's following the lady, he's following. We need him to look like he's the leader, the action and the reaction. So the lady will blossom even more. So if you imagine when a man opens the door and the lady walks through, she feels even more amazing. He feels uber powerful. So we just need that bit of energy on the floor now. He needs to become the master, so he's got to create the action first. So if he's going to turn the arm, he's got to look like he's lifting and turning it. And we don't want Christina looking like she's doing all the work.
Okay.
But technically, all the pluses. Still lots of great stuff in there. But come on, be the master on the dance floor,
Okay,
Daniel.
Daniel O'Donnell, the master. I can't wait to see this. Jamelia and Tristan, let's talk about their salsa. 25 points. Darcy said she needs to recover a little better from the lifts, going into the lifts.
Yeah, you know, early weeks, but we actually had a bit of an error here, and I think that's probably what looked a bit slow. I've got it here. I've looked into what we call the bum spin. She's building up for it. It's got a lot of energy, but look, she comes out on her knees there. So if we slow it down, sadly, she's creating all the energy.
Yeah.
She goes into it correctly, but she's meant to stop there. And she's meant to push up through, connect with the partner, and she'll spring up. But because she flipped onto the knees, then it came up and looked a bit heavy. That said, she's beginning to get a lot more life. I think before it's all been a bit spaghetti. She's beginning to get a bit more sassy and a bit more energy. So I just want her to keep going with the energy. You know, nail the choreography. Get the choreography.
You keep saying,
little areas like that, don't worry about it, but get that speed going. I think she's going to be amazing.
OK, Jamelia. Peter and Jeanette, 28 points for their Paso Doble. It was an incredible moment. He had so much on. Wigs, hair, jackets, shirts, billowing. It was quite incredible. And then Craig said he lost a little bit of his neck, and especially through the appels. What are appels?
Oh, well, before we get to the appels, no wonder he lost everything. Look at this piece of choreography. He comes swinging in, first of all. Right, next, he's got to do a shape. He's got to go get the girl. Don't forget the girl. He's got to catch the girl. So he's thinking of the choreography. He's got to turn. He's got to remove the jacket. He's got so much going on. And there's your appel. There's your thrust.
That was it.
Did you see it?
Yes.
Now, that means, appel means attention, call to action.
Hello.
But by the time he swung and caught and jumped and flipped and a pal came in. Let's just quickly demo that.
Let's do exactly that.
I'm feeling good tonight. Now, the key thing about an appel, it's the attention is all happening downstairs. So we don't lock the legs back because that throws the hip line back. What we do, we keep the knees soft, the pelvis comes forward, and the action all happens downstairs, right? So instead of picking everything up, we go down.
Oh.
So it's not up, down, it's down.
Down. Come on.
I was
your matador.
I was feeling
What makes me laugh
fabulous.
as you're doing that? I can see all the crew doing that.
They were having to go behind the scenes.
Not bad. Paul manager's actually very good at that.
Fabulous.
OK, Ainsley and Natalie got a score of 20. They were in the dance-off, saved by the judges, all the judges, which must feel good as well. Craig said their cha-cha didn't really exist. What did you think?
Do you know what? It was in there, but he made a mistake that we all make in the early days. When he takes his first step here, he goes into his basic, but he's hit the wrong beat. OK, so when we learn cha-cha, you will see a lot of the beginners, they will dance 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, that means they've hit the strong 1 instead of cha-cha, where we've talked before about rhythm. Rhythm is a regular occurrence of accented beats. The accented beat in this dance is the 2. So he's stepped off on the 1. Natalie's gone on the 2, and then all the steps, sadly, as we saw, they went wrong. So he did actually have the right content in there. He to capture the character that they did as well was brilliant, but he sadly caught the wrong strong beat in the music.
Wrong beat.
Yes,
And it all went.
bless him.
He's going to try even harder, though, this week. Waltz. I'm excited about that. Carol and Pasha, bottom of the judges' leaderboard. Paul Loves, 17 points. Darcy said she wants Carol to glue herself to Pasha. Obviously, that might be tricky at tea time with Rachel Riley at home. But can you explain why?
Yeah, she's already got body contact, and we're in there. You see, I would be nervous about that because if we attach ourselves too much to the partner, we begin to hang on, and I think that's what started to happen there. Basically, what our beautiful Carol's got to do, she's got to get the choreography right, get the timing right. She's got to be able to dance the ballroom routine on her own first.
Oh, OK.
Then she slots in with her partner. Now, I chose this beautiful bit of choreography here. It's quick, and then she's got to control the slow in the middle of that. That's really hard. So what I would expect in the rehearsal rooms is Pasha saying, right, Carol, on your own first, quick, 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 slow, quick, quick, slow, you know, and that's how you'll learn much quicker in ballroom. Do the steps on your own first, pop yourself together with your partner, and you should move around in harmony. The more you try and hold on to your partner, it'll look heavier and it'll be more difficult for the man to lead. Yeah.
OK.
So maybe there was a different angle that Darcy was after there, but I would just say to Carol, get the choreography, go over it on her own. She'll be fine.
Noted. Anita and Gleb, who we'll be talking to in a minute. It was incredible, this performance. 29, their highest score. I know, Liz was so excited. Len said there was just enough dancing to pull him in. Did it win you over?
It won me over. I loved it. The relationship between these two, the new lengths that the choreography is going to, and I've chosen this piece here because I wanted to pick up on what Len was talking about, a beautiful contemporary part, but look, confident enough to go into the basics of the Viennese waltz. We've picked up a fleckle and the contra shake. She's not doing the correct steps there, just for the record. She's doing a standing spin effect. Yeah. But what they've put together, the balance of it was so emotional, so powerful, and, you know, really taking it to a new level. It's exciting when we get a little new pro come in, pushes the choreography. I like it.
Well done, Gleb. We'll catch up with them in a minute. Kelly and Kevin, they finished joint second on the judges' leaderboard. An impressive 32 points. This was so much fun. No negative comments from the judges. If you had to be really nitpicky, is there anything you could pick up?
No, you're making me be the bad person, but I will pick up on it. Ballroom, let's just say, first of all, this was sensational. I literally went, yes, this is amazing at home. My poor little son, I don't know what he thought happened to me. Until I looked at it again.
Oh, hang on.
Dun, dun,
Rewind.
Are we ready for this? Now, ballroom dancing. Let's first of all understand what dancing is. Dancing is movement to music. Ballroom and Latin American dancing is two people moving together to music and in partnership. So even though the whole routine, if you noticed, was completely solo. They did a lift, which was great, but what I would say to them, be careful. Too much solo work. It's all about gelling, getting the partnership together. She will need to know the skills of what partnering is, how to move together as one. That is what our world is all about, is the two moving as one.
OK, fantastic. Karen, as always, well done. Come back soon, Lady Hardy. I'm going to say it's Kevin's birthday, so happy birthday, Kevy. Next up...